maybe I'd start being a lion.
Wait. Is it? Yeah. Jesus. You lost me out then. We went on holiday to Mexico. See this hat? This is the second one of these hats I've had. We went on holiday to Mexico and I went on a jet ski with this hat on. Not this hat, but the first one. And I lost it. It blew off. I paid 30 quid for that hat. And it's somewhere in the... oh, that's a good question. Let me think. In the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean? Maybe it's the Gulf of Mexico. Not quite sure about that. No, it's got to be lower down than that. Maybe it's Pacific's wrong. It's Atlantic Ocean. Pacific's the other side. Right. So, okay, all right, hello, all that stuff I do. It is Friday, 27th of June, 1:45. Should we do what we did yesterday, Tucker? It's hot. I haven't got a hoodie on this time. I say it's hot. I mean, it's hot enough for me. Windy. That shouldn't be that much of a problem. We're not doing what we did yesterday then. All right. I'm going to try and continue. Well, I am going to continue with what I was talking with yesterday. I said I would, and I've made a conscious effort to, make that happen. I have just watched back what I recorded yesterday in order to get it back into my head. So I'm going to do that. All right. So yes. So I was taking in her 6 certificates, and the day I saw her, that day, I had a chat with her. We went for I met her. It was right here, and so I stopped filming because I knew that this was going to be a conversation, and I mean a lengthy one, because she talks forever and I can't get away from her. So we did that, and during the conversation and after, but mainly during, these ideas started happening. Now, so she has transitioned, and I believe she is autistic. I don't think she doesn't say I'm autistic. She's autistic. I don't think that's not what she's been told. She would. I'm presuming she has not had any sort of conversations about that with people. I mean, she might have, but I think she would have told me, or told somebody. I mean, because she can't shut up. There are no secrets with her. There's no filter. So if she knew that, it would have come out. Right, okay, again, not wanting to offend anybody. She has support needs. I have support needs. Everybody I was going to say everybody, autistic, has some kind of support need, whether it be small or big. I don't want to get into the levels thing, the 3 levels. When I got my autism report, it didn't say anything about levels. Can't remember if I've said this or not. There was a bit towards the end with like a scoring system for different things, which placed you in 3 different categories in terms of support levels, or to Yeah, we don't do this either, do we? Yeah, all right, come on, good boy. And I'm in 1. Right, hang on. So let me just get this right. So there's various, you have to take tests and answer questions and stuff, don't you? So all the results and things are presented in a way at the end of my report. Oh, it's warm. I think I'm going to catch the sun. Good boy. They are presented in a way which says about this specific thing. So say, for argument's sake, I don't know, social reciprocity. He's having a shit. Hold on. All right. So I was going to say, so for argument's sake, let's take social reciprocity, communication, back, it places, it gives me like a score, and I'm trying to remember. I haven't looked at it that recently. I think it places this, bracket 1 between 1 and 50, bracket 2 50 and 100, bracket 3 50 150, and bracket 1 is sort of classed as, I don't think it says low support needs, medium support needs, high support needs, but it's some kind of variant of that. And for me, on a number of things, I am between 1 and 2, right? Different things, different, it's put me either side kind of thing, or in one or the other. I'm not in any of 3, but some things I'm in 2, some things I'm in 1. And it's all dependent on the scores, I guess, that you get for the questions you answer. Makes sense, right? So, now, again, I'm just speculating. I would suggest, look, she has support needs. She lives on her own. So she can do that. She has a job. She had a job. She has worked. So she is not in absolute. She doesn't need support for everything, but she does need support for some things, and it's quite clear when you get to know her and work with her closely. So. Me and her did post. She taught me. She did the post round. She taught me that post round, and we collected mail and delivered mail and sorted mail and stuff. And I learnt through that with her that she isn't. She can't read very well. She can't write very well. She can read a bit and she can write a bit. Don't get me wrong. But she is lacking a little bit there, and there are other things that she is lacking. I don't know if lacking is the right word. Again, I don't want to piss anyone off. I'm sorry if I am. I don't mean to be. I really don't. I'm just trying to explain what's the situation is, so we all know and can keep up, follow along. When I saw her this day, and I was chatting with her, we were talking about her retiring, handing her notice in. Now, bearing in mind she's not at work because she's off because of the chemo. She's been signed off, so she's not actually going into work. She's still having contact with her managers because they were no longer my managers at this stage. They were my managers when I started working with her, but now I wasn't working with her. I changed my job, changed the company that I worked for. We still worked in the same building as the first team, and still, interacted with them. And that's why I was sort of we all knew each other kind of thing. So I've still got, work, a part of the team kind of thing, because I like to think I am anyway. I hope I am. I think I am. They all give off signs that I am, despite the fact that there is the intercompany war between the companies, which is not something that's really, it's not a real thing, but it is absolutely a thing. I feel a bit like I'm a covert agent, double agent sort of thing. Anyway, we're still. I want to say close, but my mindset's changed on that a bit, maybe, but for other reasons. Anyway, so I'm taking her certificate in, and she's nearing retirement. She hits her birthday because she's got so many rules and systems, and the classic autism stuff. Not liking change, and if somebody says do this, that is what she must do, and no deviation from that. She doesn't like it if that plan that she has been talked about or put into action changes, those sorts of things. So the day I met her and we were talking, I had been signed off. That was my first week that I had been signed off for this thing, this burnout, right? She didn't know that. She just thought I was going to work as normal, and she just, when she's phoning me up, I've got my thing, come and get it, take it in the next day. And she knows how long it takes to drive home, and so she'd just wait out in the road for me to drive past their house, because I drive past her flat when on the way home. She knows when we get there, so she'll just stand out in the road waiting for me, because she thinks it's going to be the same every day, even if it isn't. She doesn't have awareness of that, anything else. So I started to, because it's not always the case, I started to sort of make contact with her and say, I'll come to you and get it, so that she didn't do that. Because I didn't want her to be waiting out on the road for me when I'm not going to turn up. That's not going to be. That might fuck her up in her head, like make her feel bad. I don't know. I'm just trying to make things easier, right? Good boy. So I meet her and we start talking about her handing her notice in, because she's now had her birthday and she's 65 and she's at retirement age. She's going to get her pension, and it took a while. We all sort of thought about it ahead, but it took a while for her. But before this, she finally sort of come to the realization that she wasn't going to be returning to work. And when I met her this day, she was established that for herself, and it was time to hand her notice in and to have a meeting with her management, my old management, about that. All right, and she was going to have to go in to work and have this meeting. Now, I'd already left this company. I'd already handed my notice for this company and left to jump ship to another one. But before I did that, I tried to, I'm learning of my neurodiversity, my autism at this stage, and good boy, come on, learning, because I'm learning about myself and what challenges me. I'm learning ways to preempt my stressors. There's that house. If I look out my bedroom window, right in the distance, I see this one house, and I think, oh, I like the look of that house. That's a nice house. Just got to show you. It's. Oh, you can't see it because I'm in focus, but oh, there you go. It's that house there. It's like it's the only one different here out of the ones I could see. I always wondered where it was, and there it is. I have no idea where I am. We're this way, aren't we? Let's go this way, Tucker. Come on, this way. Good boy. So I had left. Am I focusing on me again? I hope so. What have I just done? AF tracking lock. No. I mean, yes, but no. Come on, mate. We can't just stop it. Look at your face. What have you been doing? Have you been in the bushes? Hmm? Oh boy. It's all okay. You're a good one. Go on then. Come on. Dad, we don't go this way. I know. It's warm as well. We won't be long. I think we'll walk back when we get through here. Come on. Come on. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Oh. Tucker, please. You're not being as helpful as yesterday. Good boy. Come on. Go on then. Go on. He really doesn't want to. Go on. Come on, mate. I'm going to have to encourage it. Come on. Let's get through these bushes, shall we? Come on. There we go. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Left, 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 left. I know where we are now. Come on. And you will in a minute. It's a bit different, isn't it? Good boy. I'm just trying to decide. We're halfway along the normal long route, and I'm trying to decide whether we should continue all the way around or go back on ourselves. It's the sun that makes me think I should cut it short, but it's kind of gone in a bit. It's right behind that cloud. If it comes out, then it's going to get hot again. He knows where we are now. Is that a caterpillar on there or something? Yeah, let's leave that alone. So I'd already resigned from this company, and before I did so, I was learning about my autism and my challenges and what I can do about that, how I can preempt things. You know, headphones. I mean, at work, I'm managing my temperature all day, in and out of a hoodie. I've got fans everywhere that I just have to put up. Nobody else gives shit. Because my temperature's up and down all over the place. And I don't like that. I'm regulating myself constantly in that way, and many others. So I tried to speak to my then management, her management, about my autism, because I had been keeping that quiet. I had not been assessed at this stage. No, yeah, that's correct. I hadn't been assessed, but I was fairly confident, yes, I am autistic. Oh my God, I am autistic. Come on, buddy. So I had a meeting. Well, no. What happened was this guy who came and picked me up in the van and took me round that day I had to go, and he's like the supervisor of all them. And not me and her, but he's the supervisor of the other lot. And then we have a joint supervisor above him. He's in charge of them and the postal guys, right? And I told this guy, because I'm friendly with them, and I'm particularly the guy, the supervisor who came and got me and everything, friendly with him. Talk with him sometimes. You know, we see each other all the time. We're all friendly to each other. And I mean, I must have been stressed because I guess, I can't remember, but it's probably to do with myself and the job. You know, the fact that I was considering leaving and going for something else, and the stress that would bring, you know, learning new things and a new job, all that. And I think it was obvious to some people that my demeanour was not as, let's say, normal, because I'm masking all day, right? And perhaps when I'm depressed and low and finding it difficult, I present in a, I'm moody, quiet. I mean, I'm quiet anyway, but I'm reserved, way more reserved, and lots of things. But this guy, it was enough for him to just, I can't remember what I was doing, out somewhere, we crossed paths, and he just stopped to say hello, and he asked me if I was all right. In more than all right, just passing, kind of all right. In more than that, he was actually asking, checking. And I said to him, I told him that I was going through this thing where I think I'm autistic and I'm going to be assessed for it. And he was friendly, said all the right words, and also told me that his daughter was, I think, going through for an assessment, or they were thinking that she might be. So that made me think, like, oh, he has some kind of understanding of it, which maybe helped me open up a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, I told him that, leave it, good boy. I might be autistic, and I have a history of depression and, bad mental health. I didn't go into detail, but I let him in on that, which is not something that I had told anyone, or, it's not some stuff I go around shouting about, And he said to me, like, if we want to go, if I want, and I want to go and speak with our joint next supervisor up, and I wanted him, this guy, to go in with me, just as a support or something. I don't know, body doubling. Not that he used that language, or maybe even knows what that is. Not sure I knew what that was then. Anyway, and I went away and thought about that and thought, yeah, okay, I think I'll do that, because I thought, if I bring this to the table, me, and what is actually going on with me, that might help me in some way. I was looking for support. What support? Because you have to have all this training and not mental health, training and health and safety stuff, sheets of paper you got to read and sign, and it's all corporate, and they have to tick all their boxes, and all the blurb is like, we from the company, we have support measures, mental health, people, there's employment, what's it called? Employment, I can't remember what it's called, but supportive measures. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go and speak to our bigger boss, and he can come with me. He knows now a bit about me, and we were friendly. I know him in terms of we know each other at work. Have you done something to your foot? Can I just see, Tucker? Let me have a look. And you trod on something. He's licking it. He's all right. It's getting warm, isn't it? Yeah, we're on our way back, Tucker. Come on then, let's get going. I might have stood on a grass seed or something. This way, this way. So I went and had this. I went and spoke, and he came with me. Now these two guys, this supervisor guy, and who is not my supervisor, but is the supervisor next door, and this bigger supervisor who is the supervisor of us all. Him and these two are like that. Always together having a chat, standing outside while one vapes, and they're together talking, and because they're managing their team and everything, right? And that wasn't a concern of mine, but I'm just telling you that's how it is. And I went into this. which this is difficult for me. I'm just about to go and speak to people in a way when I'm going to be vulnerable, open up, and say stuff about me. So that's stressful. I don't want to do it, but I think I should do this. It might be better for my job life at this stage. And I went in there, and I said what I could to this bigger guy, manager, sort of supervisor guy, with this other guy in the room, just sat down listening. And okay, so a bit like my manager now, my new manager, who's like the sergeant major guy, this big supervisor is also ex-army, and that tells you something just with that piece of information. He's a nice guy, very chatty, friendly. Again, said all the right words, but I knew he didn't get it. I knew he didn't get it. He actually, right? I've read about this so many times. I've heard about this really, shit thing where you go for help for your mental health and they give you a leaflet to read. He actually said that to me in this meeting. We can give you a leaflet to read about it. I could not believe it. Now, I'm not responding. I'm not reacting because I'm locked down. But during this meeting, I'm like, in my head, I'm gone. This is not going to work. I know I can, because I'm already fucking analysing and looking at all the, routes and possible outcomes. This is just going to be a problem. Anyway, he said to me that his boss, who is somebody that is fairly new to the company, she replaced the person who hired me. And she doesn't come in. She has to go to different sites, and she's only there once, every however long it is. Nearly back. Might have to make this a 3-part. Good boy. And he said to me told me that she was a mental health, what's the word? Advisor? No, it's not advisor. Support person, right? They're dedicated people. And she was one of them. Right, okay. So I thought, right, I'm going to fucking email her. Because I got a number, but, rather email her. So I thought, I'll email her and ask. I won't mention the meeting and, lay it all out, but I'll ask her what support there is for mental health for us employees. And I never heard back from her. She didn't respond. Let's go round the back. And I felt a lot of ways about that. And that was like the nail in the coffin for me, in terms of I think I am going to quit, and go for this other one. Good boy, in. Yes, she never responded. She has never responded. I still see her when I was at work. Still, she's walking about every now and then. She says hello, I say hello, but never mentioned it. Never followed up on that, and I felt let down. Right. She should have. I think she should have. She's the one, right? She's that mental health person. She should. I'm her one of her responsibilities. And I've approached her for support, and she was non-responsive. And that was what led me to finally come to terms with, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to quit. I'm going to go for this other job. Kind of got off track from the person that I was talking about, but this is all part of it. So I'm back now, so We'll continue again tomorrow. Cheers. If this fucks up, I will not be impressed.